As I connect and move from sound to sound, I pass through that home base. Go to the store, go to the movie. Or we all use fillers naturally when we speak. And some teachers, some coaches are going to tell you, oh, try to get rid of your fillers. And of course, if I'm using a filler every other word, if I'm saying like, oh my God, like all the time, like I know, and there's not a lot of content and it's mostly fillers, that's a problem. But as we're talking, if we don't have any fillers, it doesn't sound natural either. And we all need time to think and process and hold our turn. And that's what fillers do. If I'm thinking about what to say or trying to find the right word or phrasing, that signals my listener that there's more to come and that they shouldn't start their turn yet. And it's very important. It also buys me a little time to think through how I'm going to phrase what I'm going to say and be a more efficient and effective speaker than if I were just barreling ahead with no pausing, no ums, no fillers. So don't be afraid of the Try not to overuse it or rely on it, but it's also not a problem. And usually you will notice when you're actually talking to someone, you don't even really notice their ums and their uhs. If you're filming yourself, like I often do, you notice them a lot and you actually want to try to remove some of them because we're used to a more polished delivery when it comes to watching a video, watching the news, watching a movie. There's fewer fillers. But sometimes if you ever notice like a TV show or a movie doesn't sound very natural in the conversation, it's often because they've wiped out all those fillers that we actually all use when we're talking. So don't be afraid of it. The significance is it's used as a turn-taking signal and a conversational tool. And the reason in American English it sounds like or is all about the American placement. So this is a topic I love to talk about. Sound in this is the sound, which is vowel schwa, and that is the most common sound in English. It's in words, it's in fillers, it's in linking, it's in reductions. It's so much of our speech because when I'm not talking, my tongue is resting in the same place that it needs to be to make that sound, which is my jaw is not very open, but it's not all the way closed. Not like this, but like this. And my tongue is resting down, gently relaxed in the bottom of my jaw. My voice is on. And so that's the sound that comes up when I'm resting and I'm not making any other sounds. Because it's my home base. It's where I go to in between sounds. And that means that when I'm saying something like our earlier example of go to the, this oo and this e, those become sounds as I connect this in fast speech. So you noticed I had go to the, go to the, go to the. This is a little longer and these are fast. As I connect and move from sound to sound, I pass through that home base. Go to the store, go to the movie, go to the class, So a lot of that connected, fluent sounding speech centers around that home base of the sound. If I'm waiting and thinking about what to say, I'm in that resting home base place. It sounds like So if you get that placement in that center and it feels more natural to use or you're going to have the American sound, the American connection, the American fluency. Even British English, they're going to have a slightly different resting place. Their filler might be more like a little higher, a little more front, a little different. Of course, depending on where in Britain. There's many UK accents, but every language has kind of its resting point, and the sounds they use for fillers tell you where that resting point is. So it's also a good thing to investigate in your native language. What do you say for a filler sound? What is your tongue and your mouth doing during that? And is that where your home base is for your language? Usually the case is yes. Okay, so that might have been more than you bargained for, but I really love that topic. I'm really interested in kind of how things work, why we do them, and just understanding even why we say and tells you a lot about American speech and the American accent.